I love it. Hello everybody, it's me TJ from TJ's Lawn Company. All the work that I've put into looking for trucks, saving up for trucks, looking for trucks more, and then working more, finally paid off. I got this really nice 2011 Ford F-150. It's got 140,000 miles on it, and it runs really nice. It's got the Coyote, or not Coyote, the Ford 5.0 V8 motor. This one is an upgrade from Ford's early 2000s to 2010, 2011. They had the 5.4 V8, and I looked at a lot of those trucks. Almost every single one with that motor had engine issues, so I thought maybe that's not a good motor to go with. And actually yesterday we got news that the truck that I was looking at was back in the shop again. It was in the shop multiple times that week. That's not a good sign. And then they called us and said they're going to send it to the Ford dealership so that they can deal with the other issues. So that's when my mom said we can go over to a actual Ford dealership to see what they have. This one came up right above my price range a little bit, but it was definitely worth it since it's got the good motor. It does have split doors, and it's really nice. Of course, my brother's already putting stuff inside of it. Got the fold-up seats, so this is like where my fishing rod's gonna go, because I always need a fishing rod with me. And then the other seat folds up too. It's also got cup holders in the back, and just all the nice features. It's got this comes down to become the center console, and then it's got the center console opens up. It's got small storage. As you can see, it's a little bit it's not got too much room back here, but it's good for my brother and my mom can fit back here while me and my dad are driving up in the front. It's up here. This comes down to become your center console. This becomes your center console with a very small storage area for pencils, and then your 2 cup holders. Nothing big, but it's all you really need. You've also got 2 more cup holders down here. So when this is folded down, you have 4 cup holders in the front and 2 in the back. This one's also fold up, and then you get a pencil holder or a storage area with your 12-volt storage or charger area that you can plug into. In the front, it also has, over on that side, it has the for your glove box. In my opinion, this is very, very tight. And up here, you just have the very basic controls, and I like it because up here on the rear view mirror, you have about a quarter of it on this side to maybe a half of it turns into your backup camera. Like I said, it doesn't have the nice touch screen, but I like that because touch screens are a distraction in my opinion. My dad's stereo system and touch screen in his car went bad, and it cost a couple $100 to fix. It also started messing up. The odometer in his is digital. This one is analog. That's the only thing that I have to say I had to get used to, because my mom's car and my dad's car have the digital speedometer. This one just has the analog. It didn't, you can really tell which speed you're going by the speed and the RPMs in your motor and stuff. In my personal opinion, I really like it because it's also got a little storage area for up here, so like when I'm working, I can have a little notebook up here for estimates and plug in like what I did that day. This is how much, so that putting it into the computer becomes a little bit easier. Now we'll start it up. It starts up and runs really smoothly. It is a 2011, so it's not brand new.
I get a picture of your dash. Hold on.
Actually has 144,000 miles on it. I'll show you guys the backup camera close to my house, so it starts beeping. But it's really nice, especially when you're backing up trailers, because you're always looking at all the mirrors. So it's nice because it's built into the mirror. You don't have to look at your backup camera. I'll take it for a little drive here, just to show you guys the power that it makes. as you can tell, it is a V8, so you can hear it when you get on the gas pedal. I'm really not pushing it right now because we're just taking it around the neighborhood. But it's really fun. The engine sort of roar once you get on it. Also, I forgot to mention that the mirrors have the nice upgraded blinkers on the mirrors too, but it's got a lot more bells and whistles than an older truck would have for me. It's really fun to drive this. I'll show you guys the engine. So now under here we have the nice sized 5.50 V8 motor. It's dusty at the moment. We've had a lot of pollen in our area, and the dealership really didn't get much time to clean out the engine bays. If you haven't noticed, these cars are basically brought to the dealership, fixed up, and put on the lot, and then sold within a couple of days. You're even lucky if it's on the lot for a couple of days. Then in here, it's got the pretty big battery compared to my dad's car, but it's a bigger motor. So I can imagine that in the winter, when you've got to start it up and it's really cold, it probably takes a pretty big battery. I do know that the big diesel trucks require 2 or 3 batteries to start it. So that's why they're very expensive to maintain. It's got the pretty big 5.0 engine. This is the same engine that's in the Mustang GTs and a lot of the big size trucks. I believe this motor, I don't think, is in the F-250s. I know that the Ford F-150 that I was originally looking at has the 5.4 V8, and I know that some of the F-250s were run with the 5.4, but this motor is specifically for the Mustangs and F-150s. It is a very, as you can see, other than the dust, it's a clean motor. It doesn't look like it was taped together or very poorly put back together. But it's got, like, I mean, you can tell it's been worked on a decent bit, but that's what I like to see. I'd rather see that than a whole bunch of rust in the motor and signs of neglect. As you can see, it's got a little bit of rust. We are up north, so we get some rust, but it's not like it has holes in the frame because of the rust. It's very minimal for the year and everything. It doesn't have any rust on the fender wells, which has been common on some of the years of F-150. It's got pretty much no rust on the fender wells. As you can see, this part of the frame is spotless. You can tell the original owner definitely maintained it pretty well. And then it's got the trailer hitch adapter here, and it's also got the trailer light adapters. It's got both types, which is nice. It's got the backup camera in here, and then the nice size truck bed. It's got the truck bed liner, which is good because I want to be able to basically throw stuff in here and not worry about destroying the actual bed itself. Because the bed liner protects it a lot. As you can tell in here, it's been used, but it's not like really abused or anything, which is what I like to see too. I can also load up my 4-wheeler in here. Now that I have the F-150 in person, I can see that the truck bed is bigger than I thought it would be. So I can definitely throw my 4-wheeler in here and load up 1 or 2 in my trailer. Have some fun with it too. The best part about this truck is that I don't have to worry about owing anybody money. This truck was paid for in cash, which makes it nicer to drive knowing that it's mine and it's a gift from God. He gave this to me. So I don't owe anybody. I can drive this around confidently knowing that it's mine. People ask me what the payments are. I can confidently say I owe 0 on it. It's my truck because I worked really hard to be able to afford it, and there's no payments on it. That's the nice part about it. So everybody, now that the truck search is over, I'll be going back to normal lawn service videos, and hopefully now that I have the truck and I'll get a license soon, I'll be able to have videos of quad riding too. I hope you find this inspirational, and to know that if you think that just because you're young you can't afford a nice truck, it's not true. I just turned 16 and I have this really nice truck, so get to work.